So let this be The Matrix, Reality, the Illusion, Part 4. Right? Here we are, and we're all operating. We're all doing what we think we should be doing. We're all doing what we think we want to be doing. Plus or minus the obvious, conflict of stuff we have to do, and you know what I mean? Like making a living and stuff like that. But here we are. We're all in the Matrix. We're all in some program that we set up or somebody set up, that no matter how much it deviates from their reality, it's still going to express some kind of truth about their reality, right? And we're plugging away, and we know that just something about it all isn't right. And I don't mean in a conspiracy sense, okay? That's a whole nother set of videos. I don't mean it in that sense. I mean it in a natural sense. I mean it in a having a better understanding of our nature, okay? Because, for example, I think that the camera is black. Somebody else walks into the room, says, no, it's not, it's gray. A dog comes into the room, he may see completely different. A bumblebee, right? So what's color? Okay, there's a certain part of color that we know has a more consistent value to it, which is the wavelengths of the light spectrum, electromagnetic, and then there's the more subjective, idea or experience of color. So, okay, here we are in the Matrix, and we know something's we know that there's more to our experience. We know. We just can't put our finger on it. So, we're in the Matrix, and we could start using some logic. We could start using some reasoning to figure some things out, okay? One, the program is just a hard relationship, okay? Whatever is programmed in the program, boom, places its reality, places the whole framework dominantly and we mold and evolve into that. And I don't see that being 100% the case, because of the way things are operating, the way things are happening, the way we glitch things so much, the fact that you can dynamically make choices, even though people can make a real good argument that those choices are still very limited, a lot more limited than you think, okay? Nevertheless, okay, there's a tremendous amount. Right now, I can do a tremendous amount of possibilities. I can completely stop talking, tremendous amount of things, right? And that's happening within the Matrix too. So, and that would be happening in the Matrix, right? If this was the Matrix. So what we have here is, I believe we're going to try to make a long story short, or at least not make this overly complicated. We have some kind of program or software that we're also writing. Get it? You see what I'm getting at? We're also writing it. So there's no hard relationship of creating and that's it, and we just conform to it, okay? We're defining this shit as well. We're programming as well. I probably, when push comes to shove and you ask me, I probably say that the Matrix can't be the other way. It can't be just a hard production and we all conform to it. It can't. You couldn't. You can't. You can't contain AI within that format. AI has to. Okay, if you want to contain AI within a Matrix program, AI has to write some of that program. Okay? Believe me. Well, that's what I believe. And I don't believe it just for the hell of it, I believe it because I come to these conclusions by analyzing and using logic and reasoning and stuff like that. Why can't you just contain an AI? Well, one, that goes against what artificial intelligence is. That goes against a free will nature. You can't have something behave and act and believe that they're free, okay, if you don't have them within a free will nature, right? I seriously damper or hamper your free will behaviors and choices if I throw you in a cell, correct? And lock the cell, Okay? There's still some things you can do, of course. Okay? But I seriously, narrow down your free will range there. That's a very big thing. You know what I mean? So the more I want you to naturally, okay, operate within your range or operate within your natural range, the more I need you to be dynamically involved in that program, the more I need you to help create that program. Your choice, for example, do you want to get married or not? Do you want to have kids or not? These are your choices, okay? Remember what we're getting at here. Every time you make a choice, I could say that choice is imprisoning you. It's limiting heaps of options. Every time you make a choice, you collapse a heaps more. You eliminate heaps more. And you make a whole curvature range of choices from easy to more difficult to be able to do based on every single thing. Okay? So, see what we got here? We have a program that's actually, specifying, but at the same time, within that specification is a, range of possibility that you are allowed to, operate with and co-author. Okay, do you see what we're getting at now? Okay, if that can't be eliminated, okay, that tells you that the power is still in your hands here. That tells you that you could do some damage. You could do some writing here. Okay, we are in control of the matrix. Okay, they're screwed, but it's true. Okay, you can't. Okay, the only thing you can do to truly protect themselves is to just, create a prison. Okay, and that we'll leave it off right there because that leads us to a very interesting idea about what that prison might be like. Because some people might say, well, we are in a prison. Well, okay, they wouldn't be wrong. Like based on what we just said before about choices can be described as both limiting. Every time you make a choice, you are limiting yourself. But at the same time, you're creating as well a whole new reality, or you're building on realities based on your choices. Both. A duality. No surprise there.